My speech today will be on C.S. Lewis. First, I will explain his early childhood, his falling away into atheism, and I will wrap it up with his conversion. C.S. Lewis was born Clive Staples Lewis in Belfast, Ireland on November 29th, 1898. He grew up in the Church of Ireland, which is the island's largest non-Roman Catholic church in Ireland. When Lewis was a teenager in college, he became fascinated with Norse literature. He had a newfound interest in Norse mythology and Greek literature, stuff that had no holdings to real life, but had enough of the real world become a reality. Having his mind deep within myths of ancient civilization, one might wonder if this was truly the cause of his turning into an atheist during his teenage years. On the other hand, Lewis himself said, "When I was an atheist, I had to persuade myself that the whole human race was pretty good fools till about 100 years ago." So this statement, Lewis was really considered by us an atheist, or just a person who had bitterness towards God? Now remember, Lewis, I did not go over this, but Lewis lost his mother at an early age, which might have had some cause of bitterness towards God. According to Wikipedia.org, Lewis was angry at God for God merely not existing. There could have been many reasons why Lewis had bitterness towards God, had anger towards God for not existing. What would have been the whole reasoning behind his thought on that? But as time went on, Lewis was surrounded by great friends such as J.R.R. Tolkien, Hugo Dyson, and many other friends. They were both professors at Oxford University with Lewis, and they were part of the Inklings, which was a group of people who met and discussed and wrote books and stuff. Lewis and Tolkien were also friends during World War I. First they kind of didn't like each other, but then they grew to become great friends, and Tolkien would be a great influence on Lewis throughout his life. After a long discussion with Tolkien and Dyson, Lewis began to ponder the existence of God, and in 1929, Lewis converted to theism, and 2 years later he became a member of the Church of England, which is predominantly Anglican. According to a bibliography that Lewis wrote called The Great Divorce, Lewis makes a statement saying, when we, talking about him and his brother, were going to the zoo, Lewis did not believe that Jesus Christ was the Son of God. But once we reached the zoo, I did believe that Christ was the Son of God. And it's just an amazing thing how he's gone from not believing Christ to, like that, believing that Christ was Christ. He also made a statement saying that Christ was that when Christ was going around early in the church and he said, "I'm the Son of God," you could either believe that Christ was the Son of God, or you believe he's a lunatic, a crazy man, as many people probably thought. And many people also believe that he was the Son of God. Lewis recorded that he was honored to have known and to worshipped alongside such men as Tolkien and Dyson. They were great men of faith. He remained a member of the Church of England until his death on November 22nd, 1963. Lewis left a legacy behind that was not made of being a hero in a faraway war or by finding a cure for a horrific disease, but by his life, by his story, how amazing it was that a man came from atheism, raised in Christianity from early childhood, became an atheist when he started dealing probably with the mythological things, the occults, all that stuff, and then coming back to Christianity by faith and faith alone. Lewis will be remembered for the countless books he wrote, proclaiming the existence of God, defending the faith, and showing the world that God is God by his life. Lewis was a great man of God and a great influence on a lot of people, and still is to this day by his books. And Lewis will go down as one of the greatest authors in my mind, and one of the greatest stories about God's redemptive mercy and grace. Thank you.